For the top part of the torso, you're going to need two of the small 2-length thin Technic arms, lift arms. And you're going to need this piece. You're going to need 4 3-long Technic rods, or Technic axles, 1 4-long Technic axle, 1 bushing, full bushing, then 2 of these vertical connecting hand pieces that are commonly made out of like thighs and upper arms for bigger and larger MOCs. So what you want to first start making this is to simply just slide on the Hordika neck piece. We'll do that 2 times. That'll give us a good starting foundation for the rest of the torso, the upper part of the torso. You simply just slide this into the last piece. And now this will all be one of rod, or one length of axle sticking through these pieces. So you connect the 2 open-handed pieces here, like so. And we're almost done with the upper part of the torso. You simply just slide the last remaining hand into here. Take this 4-long axle, stick it through the T-pin, put this bushing on one end, simply slide it through. And with that axle being there, it locks that hand in place, and now you have the upper part of the torso. The way you assemble the torso is you take the previous piece that we made, and it should connect with these 2 axle slots and then the 1 T-pin there. That's why this T-pin is further down than these other 2. Simply just slot that there. Make sure that Technic connection, or that Technic axle is all the way into the T-pin. And then you just simply push that up and it creates like armor, like a stomach. Then you take the back piece and connect it. This half of the axle that's sticking out here will connect into this 3, and this piece of the clip that is sticking out will connect into this. So it kind of locks everything together once you plug that in. And then there's the torso. Of course, you can turn this around. Well, this is the completed torso. The breast design is by Rock Dude, so the link to Rock Dude's page, and from his YouTube channel you can go to DeviantArt and check out the design for the breast. So, and assembling her is pretty easy. Waist piece, slot the hand there, take a 3-long axle, slot that together, take one of these little pins, these little half pins, half axle, half peg, slot it into the back. You don't have to use a chain, you can use a 3-long piece as well. The reason I used a chain is because I was running low on 3 at the moment. So take this HI peg, whatever you want to call it, slot it into the lower body. Take this armor piece and then just line everything up and clip it into place, and it holds together really well because it's connected by 3, not just 2. So then with the last axle you want to put it in the front of the waist, like so. Take this last black pin, slot it between the 2 little grayish pegs. Yeah. You want to connect the armor piece. Take the last 2 blue pins, slot them into the front holes of the Metro chest. Slot these half bushings onto each one of the pins. And take a 3 long, slot it over those. And you don't even have to put this little 2-axle in here because that looks really good as it is. But I took a 2 long blue peg and put it over that, and it just completed it so much more. Give it a lot of layers. These thighs are incredibly simple. They're open, they're exposed, and I'm pretty sure this has been used in Bionicle sets. But armor it up any which way you want. Add to, take away, create a whole new thigh if you want to. I would advise that because these thighs suck. So, but anyway, how you make these? 2 more Technic 2 long lift arms. Then these 5x3 long Technic connectors with the curve. 2 axle pins, 2 4 long. One of these Technic connectors with the axle slot, then the pin slot, and then the ball. Then a 3 long axle rod. Simply take the hand, slide the 3 long Technic axle halfway through, slot on one side one of the angled Technic connectors. Do the same thing on the other. Take one axle piece and just barely stick it in right there so that when you slot this piece in, it'll stay there and allow you to slot the other piece, the other Technic axle, into that slot there. It's now become a plus rod slot, an axle slot. So then you simply just add on the last remaining pieces, which is 1 Technic 2 long lift arm there, and then 1 Technic lift arm there. And then you're done with the thighs.